art of walking meditation is a crucial step in bringing meditative and mindful awareness into our lives as we're moving about. And as we get familiar with the practice, it can often lead to a breakthrough in terms of our continuous mindfulness. And over time, you can learn to simply enjoy walking for its own sake. So in order to get started, you want to find a walking path of about 10 meters or so, and begin by standing at one end of this walking path with your feet flat on the floor or ground, and simply coming back into your senses, dropping your awareness into your body. Just stand here for a little while, taking a few deep breaths. You can let your hands rest easily wherever they're comfortable. I personally like to fold my hands, holding the left hand in the right behind my back. And as you stand here, start by opening your senses and take in the experience of simply standing here. Feel your surrounding. What do you see, hear, smell? How do you feel in the body? What thoughts are present? Simply opening up to the experience of this present moment. Feel your body as it's standing here and breathing. Sense any part of your body where you might be able to let go of some tension and relax. Eventually feeling all the way down into your feet, standing on the floor or on the ground. Relaxing, letting gravity pull you down toward the earth, and feeling the body balancing on your 2 feet. And feel the pressure against the bottom of your feet touching the surface that you're standing on. Allowing yourself to be alert and present. And as you're ready, you can begin to take your first step and begin to walk slowly along your walking path, but keeping it slow so that you're able to register each sensation as you're lifting the foot, moving the leg and placing the foot, and then lifting the other foot, moving the leg, placing the foot, and feeling the sensations correlated with the movements, feeling the muscles in your legs, feeling the tension, feeling the pressure under your feet, being very attentive to each step as you're taking the first steps along the path. And make sure that you relax and let your walking be natural and easy. Paying attention to your body, and be very attentive to each step that you take as you're lifting the foot off the ground, as you're moving the leg, as you're placing the foot in front of you, as you shift your weight, as you lift the back foot off the ground and move the leg, slowly placing that foot in front of the other, shifting your weight, really zooming in and feeling all the sensations correlated with each step that you take. And as you eventually reach the end of your path, take a moment to pause. Ground yourself, tune into your body once again, relaxing, sensing what it feels like to stand here in stillness. So as you center yourself in this way, you'll naturally open up your awareness to feeling more of your body, perhaps taking in more of your environment once again. Feeling a few breaths touch your lungs or your abdomen. And when you're ready, slowly turning around and find stillness as you're facing your walking path once again. And then bringing your attention back into your lower body as you take your first step and begin slowly walking back along the path. And feel free to experiment with the speed and the way that you move so that you can become maximally mindful and present as you're walking. You may want to slow down and even pause at times so that you center yourself and really feel into the feet and then start moving again in your own pace. Just zooming into the sensations and the experience of each step. And as you're moving back to the starting point, realizing that you're not trying to get somewhere, but rather that you're learning to be present wherever you are. Learning to experience and appreciate this very step for its own sake. Once again, as you reach the end of the path, taking a moment to stop, to pause, to center yourself, and to open up your senses, feeling your body, sensing the environment, and the room or the nature around you. And as you're ready, you can slowly turn back around, pausing again for a moment. And when you're ready, begin once again to take the first step. Your anchor point in this walking meditation is the sensations of the steps. It's the sensations in your legs and in your feet. And so every time your mind wanders, you want to acknowledge that the mind is somewhere else, and then with kindness bringing the attention back to your anchor, back to your legs, your feet, the sensations. You may also find it helpful to pause when this happens and really recenter your attention, to tune back in to what it feels like to stand here right now and what it feels like in your feet. And once you've recentered in this way, to simply continue walking one step at a time. And if you find it helpful, you can also mentally note to yourself lifting, moving, placing, shifting my weight, lifting the foot, moving the leg, placing the foot, shifting the weight, and so on. Again, when you reach the end of the path, taking a moment to center yourself, to pause, and to open up the experience, feeling into your body and your surroundings, the different sensory experience that is occurring moment by moment. And then slowly turning around, pausing again, so that you can be aware of each step as you start walking back. And it doesn't matter how many times you find the attention wandering. This is part of the process, and you can simply note and acknowledge where the mind has gone, each time gently bringing it back, returning to the experience of the next step. Enjoying each step. Experimenting perhaps with the speed, and if you feel that you lose connection with the act of walking, you can always stand still quietly, returning your awareness to your body, taking a few conscious breaths, and steady yourself in the present moment before you begin to walk again. Feeling into the experience of walking, and experiencing each step, each pause, acknowledging when the mind wanders, returning, and making this into a dynamic practice that you can also increasingly bring into your everyday life as you're moving about. So we will end this guided practice here, but I encourage you to keep walking in this way and to familiarize yourself with this way of meditating.